I'm here to tell you guys not only a new Draper interview, Tim Draper interview shows not only is John Shen the MVP, he's the key to having Swiftcoin do well in China and in California. Okay, thereby also creating brand new billionaires. Yes, brand new. I said brand new billionaires that can then possibly use Swiftcoin. Okay. If that didn't land, I'm just going to say it one more time for you guys. New Draper interview shows not that John Chen is the MVP of Swiftcoin, okay? And that John Chen will not only connect China, which is huge, of course, right? Number one population in the world, but also connect California and have the creation of more billionaires that can possibly use Swift Chain. We'll get into it today, but first, as always, cue my guy, Indigo Saint, also known as the Third Eye. Definitely check out his channel. At the Third Eye, and let's get it. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Who Investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe it was black who invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on a black who invested. Best believe it was black who invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black who invested. Best believe it was black who invested.
What's up, guys? What's up, Crypto Warriors? What's up, Black Root Crew? I'm really excited to give this to you guys. Of course, not financial advice, but if this doesn't make you excited about Swift, I don't know what does. Okay, I really don't know what does. So let's go ahead and share screen here. And we're going to highlight my guy, Underdog Crypto, Underdog Research. So definitely go over to Underdog Research channel. If you haven't, give him a like and subscribe. Of course, he and I and Shook Focus and Third Eye have worked on this research together. Third Eye, Indigo Saint. Definitely go over to those respective channels, Underdog Research, Third Eye, and Shook Focus Digital, and like and subscribe. But we're going to break it down here today. Man, I was so freaking excited when I found this information out. Okay, and we're going to break down Underdog's video, not the whole video. So you're definitely going to want to go over there and listen to the entire video, okay? Because we're just going to do a snippet. It was so packed full of information. We're just going to cover a snippet, okay? And we're going to try to break it down just really easy and simple so it's easily digestible. And I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear and know what you guys think. And what do you guys think about Swift? Let's see who's in the house here. What's up, E? Shout out to our moderator, E. We have a Telegram. So if you guys can't afford to step up to the Patreon, and, you know, I think I'm going to raise the rates on the Patreon. Anybody who's grandfathered in, but I've seen so many other people have like way higher rates on their Patreon. So just FYI for people who do want to get into the Patreon, you know, after this week, we're going to raise the prices on that because, you know, hey, people, I know people are charging absolutely way more. Okay. And if you can't afford to support with the Patreon, definitely come on over to the Telegram where it's completely free. And we have our moderator E in the chat here. E up here dropping some knowledge right now. We're here, Rue. What's the word on Swift, Jasmine, and XCN? I'm pressing the button. It's just so shout out to our moderator and our Telegram E. What's up, Rashu? What's up, Drake L. Owens? Yeah, let's get into this, okay? So, start here. Okay, I created a gigantic mind map of just Tim Draper. Again, Underdog Crypto went over the billionaire blueprint. And when he dropped the billionaire blueprint, it really is the billionaire blueprint, guys, okay? But there's just so many billionaire plans connected to Tim Draper. It's insane. It's insane, okay? So insane. But we're just going to cover a snippet of it today. And most of it's going to have to do with Draper University, okay? Now, we're going to listen to a Tim Draper interview, and we're going to listen to an Underdog Crypto video, okay? Let's see where we should start here. Let's start with Underdog Crypto's video, okay? Hold on here. Excuse me, my apologies. Let me get rid of that. Here's the UDC video. We're going to listen at 1.5 times speed as we normally do on here because we got a lot to cover, so we want to be quick. Again, go over to the Underdog Research channel. Just my man's a wizard. My man's a wizard out here, bro. And the stuff that he found, and we're gonna break it down. Okay, so let's start around the 17-minute mark here. Let's make sure the volume's turned up. 1 second, guys. So sorry, guys. I'm a little stuffy today. 1 second. Okay, let's do that again here. Oh, you know what? I don't think I clicked share volume. So let's just let's get rid of this one, remove source, and do it again because I'm not sure that I clicked share. Okay, so now we're absolutely positively sure that I shared the volume. So let's do that again here. Okay, so let me make sure my volume is turned up. Okay. And then we won't go so fast here. We'll go 1.25.
We knew that John Shen now is a member and founder with Swift Coin, just like Rambo Land, which was reported in the white paper, and we saw several connections. We know that the CEO, John Shen, is over American Lending Center. We know that his expertise includes venture capital management, and we know this. He's great at this. He wrote the book about innovating and his experiences crossing the swamp, as he used to call it, and innovating into businesses with small business loans. Now we know his connection with SB5 investor, and we know that that was connected to the Department of Homeland Security because there's a program for the EB5 investor program, and we know it's connected to.
Sorry, so let's go ahead and kill the Telegram here. So we're getting a lot of messages, and we don't need that right now. Quit Telegram. Okay, so let's go back just a second there. So EB5, this EB5 program here is very integral to what we're talking about today. So EB5 Immigrant Investor Program, okay, administers the EB5 program. Under this program, investors and their spouses and unmarried children under 21 are eligible to apply for lawful permanent residence and become a green card holder. And this is very important here. Plan to create or preserve 10 permanent full-time jobs for qualified U.S. workers. Okay. Okay. And of course, make the necessary investment in the commercial enterprise in the United States. But note that create and preserve 10 permanent jobs in the US. Okay. Very much note that. Now we're going to go over to a Tim Draper interview here. So let me go ahead and pull that up. And shout out to this person on YouTube. And of course, this is fair use. They were going to use this under fair use here. Let's bring the interview up. This is from Richard C. Wilson. I'm waiting for the name of his channel to pop up here. Private Investor Club, 75K investors. Okay. So fair use. We're just going to play a little part of it here. Of course, 1.5 speed. And let's go.
My name is Richard C. Wilson. I'm the founder of the Family Office Club and Billionaires.com. And I am honored to have with me here today Tim Draper, who's a founder of Draper Associates, BFJ, and Draper Venture Network. He also has his own show, Meet the Drapers. Tim helped fund Tesla, SpaceX, Box, Carta, and over 15 other unicorns, importantly, at the seed stage. Nowadays, anybody can invest in a secondary, and they could have invested yesterday in SpaceX and claim they funded it. Doesn't mean as much as the seed stage, obviously. He's invested in over 50 crypto companies, including Coinbase. And for those people my age or older, his strategies were instrumental in helping Hotmail and Skype go viral. Worth Magazine has called Tim one of the top 100 most powerful people in finance. He's a huge supporter of entrepreneurs globally, and we're honored now to have him here for a live exclusive interview for Billionaires.com as part of our 100 Billionaire interview series. So thank you, Tim, for being here. And I've got a few questions I want to go through, but first of all, is there anything I missed that anything you want to add to your bio?
Great, thank you, Richard. Well, I started Draper University of Heroes for entrepreneurs, and we've had 3,500 students through there, and they've started about 900 companies, and 5 are unicorns so far. The people have come from 102 different countries to come. Harder to get into than Harvard or Stanford, but Harvard and Stanford say 85% of their graduates get jobs when they get out, and what we say is our average graduate creates 7 jobs. And our
That's the important part. Average graduate creates 7 jobs. So Draper University, okay, is getting a big time help from this EB5 program. Okay. So plan to create or preserve 10 full-time US jobs. Okay. So literally, this is John Shen almost like being MVP of this project. Okay. And let me just come out and make sure again that you guys hear everything. Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody can hear everything perfectly, right? So definitely come out and smash the likes, and we'll definitely get to anybody's questions. Okay. If you have the questions, hold them to the end. And I know for sure I click the share button, so everybody should have been able to hear that. So just understand, EB5 is allowing Draper to have the most collective great minds at Draper University, right? And create multiple American jobs with that. Okay. Now this is going to be even further a point once we get into more of UDC's interview here. Okay. Just want to pull up Draper University and understand when he said that they created 5 unicorns, I actually had to look that up, what a unicorn is. So, and it's also under Draper University, if you go over here, you see now actually they had 8 unicorn companies. So it says 8 here. He said 5. We probably need to go with 5 because this interview was actually 3 weeks ago, so it's very recent. So maybe 5 is the answer. But I had to look up what a unicorn was. So if we come over here and look up unicorns. So unicorns are privately held. Well, we'll just read it here. In business, a unicorn is a startup company valued at over $1 billion, which is privately owned and not listed on a share market. Okay. So they can be privately owned and not listed on a share market, but still be a cryptocurrency company because they're not listed on the share market. They're just listed as a cryptocurrency. But Blackaroo, like, do we have any proof that they're crypto companies? Well, let's go ahead and take a little look-see here. let's take a little gander. Why don't we? Alumni. Patrick Dye, Quantum, world's top 30 blockchain projects. Okay. Quantum. And okay, let's go over to Swift here. Oh, look at that. They do have Quantum as one of the blockchains that it supports. So Quantum money can run through Swift blockchain. And how many other companies have we shown you that are under the Draper Dragon or Draper Associate banner that go through Swift? Okay. Definitely check out the collaboration that I did with Shook Focus, Underdog Crypto, and Third Eye, okay, in which we talked about some of this stuff, okay? And we made connections between this and Metapath and exactly what that would do for Swift, okay? But here we have another company and most possibly a unicorn company. Let's just go ahead and look at Quantum over here and see like how much their market cap is, and this will just be their market cap. It doesn't mean their total value as a company. They may be valuated even higher than what we'll see as a market cap. But let's look if this is going to go fast. We might just want to pull up CoinGecko. $151st crypto right now. Over a $500 million market cap, but this could be evaluated more, right? As more. So very, very, very cool. Like the literally could possibly be blockchain companies, their payroll, right? Have it go through Swift. Because remember, we told you, if we come back over here to Miro, to clear my congestion. So sorry about that. I'm trying to hear. I don't know why it's not working at the moment. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, back. So yeah, like we were just saying there, It's literally creating billionaires with this company. And like we've seen here with Miro, Draper does have options. Well, we won't go into that one today because it's too far up on the document. But he does have a company called Rise where you can pay people in crypto. So, and there are different payment cryptos or payment applications that are connected to Swift. So, since Draper University is creating, right, billionaires already, we saw that with the unicorn companies. They're creating billionaires that can be like, and their assets can roll through Swift chain. So let's continue to listen to this interview here with Draper. Only a very little more part that we need to listen to that's important. It's coming. Okay, here we go. 1 second. One more second. Sorry, guys. I'm telling you, I was fine before I came on. I don't know. This news just excited me so much that I was literally got sick with it. Okay. Okay, here we go. And here we're gonna play.
You create 7 jobs, take you for 4 years, and 85% of you will get jobs.
Wow. Well, I'm sure that Stanford's very proud to have you as an alum. I saw that in your bio as well. So, but that's great. That's great. Congratulations on that. So I've got 3 quick questions I want to go through here just to respect your time here today. The first one is, what was a major turning point or the point of increased momentum, or maybe a strategic choke point you acquired that once you did that thing or that thing happened, everything else kind of surged forward for you?
Well, I'd say there were 2, because I started by borrowing from the government through the SBIC program, and that was the money I put to work to start with. And I was on their watch list and their dirt list. And about 5 years later, the IPO window opened up, and I had 5 IPOs, and one was Parametric Technology, which is still now PTC, the largest software company in New England. And it paid for everything. I was able to pay back the government. I was able to, build my business. So that was inflection point number 1. Inflection point number 2 was really when we funded Hotmail, and I came up with that idea, the message at the bottom of the screen saying, "P.S. I love you, get your free email at Hotmail." And they got rid of "P.S. I love you," but it spread to 11 million users in 18 months. And so I realized that if you can do something to delight your customers and somehow get them to spread the word, then your customers can be your sales force. And I think that has helped me along the way. And Hotmail was a big inflection point in my wealth too. And I was able to make quite a bit of money on that. And then maybe the third is when I decided to go build out a network of venture capitalists. And so I went internationally, and I was the first Silicon Valley venture capitalist to go to China, and the first one to invest in something in Eastern Europe. And so we were able to fund Baidu and Skype, and I think that's where suddenly I had extraordinary wealth. So those were probably the inflection points.
So did you guys catch that? The third he gave was China. So his Chinese investments are very important to his portfolio. Okay. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. We know we're talking about Swift here, right? So keep that in mind. Definitely go over and check out Private Investor. So we're going to close this one and go back to our guy, We respect him. We appreciate him. Mad love for this man. Underdog Crypto, Underdog Research. Excuse me. So let's hear.
Because there's a pro EB5 investor program. And we know that to artificial intelligence because the president in November 20th, 2023 said they will fund, and we need people from across the seas to come here to help us innovate using their talents in artificial intelligence, and they will be giving special privileges with this program. And we know that he is at the World Trade Center, which is foreign direct investment capital of California, and its connection to China. We know that he's going to be going with the ALC. January he went in Newport Beach, California, and they talked about building businesses in California at this location. We know that they're going to pitch in March, and they did that. And the ALC pitched in March. That was done as well. We know that that was in Taiwan. We know that in May 14th and 15th, 2024, Shanghai, China is on the list. And why they're on the list? Because they're trying to grow it. Because they're going again to Shenzhen in September 2024, which is the third and fourth quarter of 2024. And we know that they made an addition of EB5 investors in Chinese because they're targeted there. Well, this also confirms it, folks. SWFT put their site in Chinese in preparation for this as well. This is their advertisement in Chinese for their technology. Now, I showed you the connection.
So did you see that? So they literally make EB5 China Investors Edition, right? So clearly China's important for Draper Investments. Clearly John Shen seems to be heading this up because you can see here his American lending company is kind of leading and getting and grabbing EB5 investors. Okay. Boom. Right? Just boom. Boom. And if that's not enough for you, let's go right about here. I think is right about here. And let's play.
But don't take that word for it from just a blog, folks. I went deep and I located the original white paper that they were referring to. Page 19 of 30. That John Shen of Sunstone is a team member. I blew it up so you can see it. SWFT blockchain's white paper that came out in 2017 says John Shen Zhang is the founder and CEO of Sunstone Management in the United States and the EB5 Regional Center Holding. Sunstone Management partners with Morgan Stanley, AB Funds, M Group, and Surf Group to issue a combination of customized products. Folks, let me tell you how smart this person is. There he goes. John Shen, the founding partner
his company
of Sunstone Management,
is an EB5 company, and clearly he's using EB5, which we showed you. That was later on in the video, right? To move and get things done in China. And as we can see, Draper University has many Chinese or Asian, students, right? So it seems to me that John Shen is very important when it comes to that. But wait, there's more from our guy UDC. Let's hear some more here. And this will really blow your mind.
Founding member of blockchain SwiftCoin is in Southern California-based Diversified Private Capital Management, an investment firm. He received his undergraduate from Peking University in 1992. The man is tremendously brilliant with finances. Now, let me go a step further. The executive John Shen, founding partner of Sunstone Management Incorporated and CEO of American Lending Center, in an article in August 19, 2019. They talk about John Shen. Here he is, again, the CEO of American Lending Center, a team member of SwiftCoin that has just been revealed to you. Now, this is why John Shen started American Lending Company. He started American Lending Company using SBA loan programs as a primary investment vehicle. And they're looking to look at small businesses to give them venture capital opportunities to help these startup companies like SwiftCoin and Swift Blockchain.
So again, he's looking for startup companies, which he could send those startup guys, he could send them to Draper University if he wanted to, and they could grow them there. So literally, John Shen could be like almost like a high level recruiter. I don't want to say it like that, like he's just a recruiter, but you know what I mean? Because he's a billionaire in his own right. But they're literally growing billionaires at Draper University. All right. So maybe he finds some company that he thinks is promising there in China. They bring them over here and they grow them to be even bigger, right? So he's a millionaire. He's a billionaire recruiter. We'll put it like that, which is insane to think about, right, in your mind. But let's continue here. This is really going to blow your mind. Just really wait for this one.
Coin. Sunstone, his company. Why is that important, folks? Well, this is why it's important. In an article, they asked John, where do you see the biggest opportunities for foreign investment in Long Beach, California? This is what John said. I think on top of that, Long Beach has a pretty active government that has pushed out a lot of new policies to support international business to relocate to Long Beach. We know that they love Long Beach. It's going to take a little bit of time to attract all this foreign investment to Long Beach, but I think the future looks really good. You see, on March 5th of 2024, you want to know how powerful this is? At 2:54 p.m., do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? Okay, I'm going to ask you again. Do you know what happened? Oh, no, you're not ready yet. Do you know what happened? At 2:54 p.m. on March 5th. I'll wait. I can't wait. Let me show you what happened, because you should know what happened if you're in SwiftCoin. So Sunstone, John Shen's company, had launched a dream run moving Irvine forward. Now, this is an article that was done at the time in Irvine, California on March 5th, 2024. Pay attention to the date and time, folks, 2:54 p.m. This is what John said. Most people who live and work in Irvine, California were not born or raised here. Now, he further said what I put in bold at the bottom. We are.
You know what? I'm just going to leave it here. Go over there and watch it. Go over there to Underdog's channel and watch it. Just, there was some great information that happened at 2:54 p.m. All right. This is at the 40 something minute mark, 40 minute and 58 second mark. There's some important information that happened to Swift at that point in time. Go over to Underdog's channel and watch that. So important to me. It just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. But go over there and watch it, okay? I'm just gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it there because I didn't realize this is a very important, extremely important part of this video. I want you to go over there and watch it, but it blew my mind, man. It literally blew my mind. So John Shen's like really, you're gonna want to go over there and watch it. We have more to add, but to our video, but go over there and watch that. Okay, I'm just cliffhanger you like that. Okay, but yeah. So back over here to what we're looking at here. Draper's literally kind of creating billionaires here and having them flow their money through SwiftCoin. And John Shen is like the linchpin of doing that. Okay. Of course, again, go over and watch his video. He also shows you other billionaires who are using SwiftCoin via Metapath. Okay. And you have to kind of, You have to kind of come up to speed on all of our videos to kind of understand that. All right. But I put a link in the video to the collaboration we did, in which I kind of explained how Metapath plus Swift equals really, really, really big things. Again, for a Swift coin. It's amazing to believe that all of this stuff is happening with this one coin, but you can definitely believe it when you understand they support 800 tokens and all these different blockchains. Okay. Just imagine them just getting a piece of the money, that will flow through all these different chains and all these different tokens. Okay. And they do it in a way that it's like costless, which other people will get into. I think either Shook Focus or somebody has some a video on that. But oh my god, guys, like this is literally it. Like when you look at Draper and the last video we showed you, and how China is definitely important to the things that he does with his company, and you take into account, let's go over here to coin. Where is it? Coin. I'm having a brain fart because I'm so excited about this information. Coinrank.com, I think. Yeah, CoinRank. That's where we're going to go. No? Oh, I'm literally having a brain fart. Where am I trying to go? I think it's CryptoRank. That's where we're going. Okay. So we know that Swift is kind of based in China. We've seen that through videos with Underdog Crypto here. We've also seen here that the Draper Dragon portfolio, if you come over to CryptoRank.com, you see, and you go to the Draper Dragon portfolio, you see some of the biggest Chinese companies. If you go to portfolio, like VeChain, like Oasis, like IoTech, like Quantum, remember, and he was a Draper University graduate. All different coins, DML, are part of the Draper Dragon portfolio. And I know at least these 5 are on Swift. I'm pretty sure probably all of these are on Swift. I just haven't checked it all. But definitely these 5 are on Swift. Okay. You look at VeChain, that's 3.49 billion market cap. Oasis is almost at $1 billion itself. IoTex is at 718 million. So like essentially we could probably think of these first 5 as billion-dollar companies once this whole bull run is said and done, right? So it's an amazing time that, you know, the Bitcoin halving is almost here, right? It's almost here. And I think things are going to go faster because things always go faster. I told you on this channel, like way before anyone else, that Bitcoin was going to pass its all-time high before the halving. I have the receipts on that. And yes, it did do that. And I also believe things are going to get started as far as like ramping up for Bitcoin way before everybody thinks it's going to get started. So we could be looking up in the next month or a couple weeks and Bitcoin's shooting up again, right? So now's the time for Swift, you know, and this makes me really excited because we can see that China is a central point to what Draper is doing. So let's get into some questions, and you know, I'll make sure I organize some of my more thoughts that I have on this. It just blew my mind when I found that information out there. Okay, let's start from the top. What's up, Trust Truth? So this crazy. What's up, Cryptonomics? This stuff breaking up. I can hear you. I come across people that talk about they would love to have an opportunity to buy a good asset early. I gave them Jasmine Swift, and they still won't buy. Well, you know, man, like everybody won't be a part of the party, man. You can tell people things, and you know, you can even show them. What I like to do on this channel is show you guys the information, right? So it's not like opinion. I'm not telling you, oh, that's going to go to the moon or something like that. I'm giving you information. Like for instance, we just showed you Quantum, right? Is basically a billionaire company. And we showed you that this guy graduated from Draper University. So Draper's literally creating billionaires at his university. And he has this asset, SwiftCoin, which if we go up, we can see, even though it doesn't say it on Crypto Rank, that Swift blockchain is a dragon asset. Okay. So we're showing you right now that billionaire, along with the billionaire that he created, is related to Swift blockchain. So what do you think is going to happen with Swift blockchain? Like, that's an integral point to what's happening in Shanghai and all these different businesses that they're creating over here with the EB5, right? So even though that we didn't show you this important part that I hope you come over here and check out around the 41-minute markup, okay? Why March 5th was so important for SwiftCoin, okay? We did show you here how EB5 is very important to SwiftCoin and how Shen is basically breeding. I hate to say it like breeding, but it kind of is. He's kind of him and Draper are growing billionaires. Okay, they're growing them at Draper University. Okay, and who's to say, like, if Draper's like, okay, a prerequisite, one of the things you'll have to do is, send your money through SwiftCoin. Sure. Okay. You're going to show me how to be a billionaire? Sure. Yeah. I'll send my money through SwiftCoin. Let's go up here just to show you. We will be going up here. He's creating it so not only are crypto companies able to go through this, but you can see here Web3 enabled payroll and compliance for the modern workforce. Rise is the fastest, most flexible way to hire, onboard, and pay globally. Distributed teams in cash or crypto, all for one place. He was an initial investor in Ethereum too, by the way, and I believe Polygon. So any money that flows through there is going to be in his pockets. And just to show you that, so yes, it's like as the kids say, stop the cap, Black Rue investing. He couldn't possibly, like, I would know if he was invested in Ethereum. Like, what are you talking about? Who's this Draper guy? Like, come on. Okay, well, we're going to pull up Draper Associates portfolio, and we'll just go ahead and show it to you. So it's like, okay, I'm not telling a lie here. So let's go down here. So Ethereum, there we go, right there. There's Ethereum. I believe also a Polygon. Of course, you know, Polygon is like a side chain of Ethereum, but here we are. Polygon, Matic. And the company I just showed you, which is Rise, where they do payment through that. Right here. So not only is he creating the billionaires there at a company or at his own school, okay, he has the companies in which all of these billionaires that he's creating can now funnel money through his blockchain. Like it's so freaking amazing. Like it's almost hard to kind of grasp it all, because every single step of the way he's getting paid, bro. Every step of the way he's getting paid. Okay, so he's creating the billionaire company, which he's owning. And that billionaire company is now going to use his payroll company to pay out people. So he's making money like 2 or 3 times off that one ad set. Okay. I hope that's clear. If anybody has questions on that, because I see it in my head, but I know when I explain it, it almost seems too good to be true. So if anyone has questions on that, please leave comments, okay? But you can see it here. I'm not, it's literally something that I'm not making up. You can see Draper Associates and you can see the companies here. So insane. And we just got through talking on an interview in which he said, okay, he was an initial investor in Skype. He was an initial investor in Baidu, is here. And somebody told me to look into Bancor, which I don't need to do to here, but you could see here, yes, he's also an investor in Bancor as well, which is another exchange, right? So he's also getting all these different cryptocurrency exchanges like Coinbase, which he was an initial investor in as well, which went public. So he also made money there as well. Like there's no way this dude's just like worth $2 billion at this point. There's no way. But continue down. What was the other one? Hotmail. And Hotmail right over here in the corner. Okay. Which is now like MSN. But anyways, so crazy stuff, bro. Crazy stuff. So understand the EB5 lets him bring over international investors from China, have them go to his school and kind of groom them to be billionaires, right? But not just China, right? But we're emphasizing China because that's where SWFT is. And this is where John Shen from Underdog's video has, building up Long Beach and all of that. But if you look at Draper University, you can see like most of the people are international, which is also pretty cool, because you would think some people in these places that he's grabbing them from are probably really bright minds, but people are not looking for them. You know what I mean? So he's going and pulling from a talent pool of people, which probably nobody's looking for. But now with the EB5 program, he can get them over easily with the green card, also have them create jobs. And all of those people from all of those positions are probably going to be paid through his payroll. So he's making money all the way around, bro. All the way around. Each one of these, because remember the EB5, they need to create 10 American jobs, right? Of them 10 American jobs, they're probably going to use his payroll systems, right? And that'll probably go through SWFT or some different payroll company he has, like Rise, which we just showed you, right? It's amazing. It's amazing to think about there, bro. Amazing to think about. But let's continue. But yeah, man, that's why I try to show you guys information straight out. So it's like, it's not something he's making up, and you can discern for yourself, right? You can discern for yourselves, like, okay, I see the Draper Dragon information. I see the Draper Associates information. I see it. There's nothing I can say. So at that point, if you still choose to be skeptical, if you still want to be skeptical, it's on you. It is completely on you if you want to be skeptical at that point, because I've laid the information out straight out for you. Underdog Cryptos laid the information out for you. Shook Focus has laid the information out for you. Third Eyes laid the information out for you. Maximus Crypto has laid the information out for you. Shout out to Maximus Crypto and the Maximus Crypto guys, right? So it's all there. And if people still choose to ignore after that, man, there's nothing you can do for them, bro. There's nothing you can do for them, you know? But hey, they'll keep going over there to the stock market, and we'll just keep winning over here, right? Which is crazy, because I see, like, now they're like dyed in the wool stock people now talking about crypto because the stock market's doing so bad. And we've been stacking up since the bear market, right? And you got people out here talking about, oh man, it's just, let me not get started, bro. Let me not get started. Can't take people seriously anymore when they say they want to get into a good asset. Hey man, just be like, whatever, man. Just whatever. Show them the information. If they don't want it, well, they'll ask you again when it's at fit. You know, I'm not putting any numbers out there. They'll ask you again later when it's gone up, right? What's up, young veteran? Appreciate you coming through. What's up, Shook Focus Digital? Shout out to Shook and his research. Again, check out the videos that we've been doing together. And if you can, Shook Focus or E, please drop them in the chat. I love this comment, E, but I'm going to stay away from the word shilling. I feel like the word shilling has a bad connotation on it. Mostly when people say shilling, they just mean that you're just like, oh, it's going to, it's going to the moon. And I don't feel like that's what I'm doing, or that's what anybody else that any of the people I just named are doing. They're offering research, and you take your own opinion from it. Like I've been telling people for ages about Maximus Crypto and how he has the best Jasmine research, right? And that's all I would say. And look at Jasmine now. It's at 2 cents. But for how long was Jasmine just sitting at under a cent, right? How long was Jasmine sitting at under a cent? So long, right? But Max just kept giving you all the great research. Same thing here with what's going on with Swift, right? Same thing. I've been throwing my pearls of wisdom. And if anyone has any questions, I hope also I get the questions from X. We got 42 people coming over from the X. I keep seeing the number 42, man. I was just telling my sister this morning, I keep seeing the freaking number 42. This is funny. I'm going to have to tell this to her, by the way. Shout out to number 42. Anybody watch the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? I just keep seeing number 42 everywhere. I got up this morning and I saw 42 for some reason. I can't remember. I had to ask her, but yeah, just keep seeing the number 42, bro. I don't know. And of course, that's yeah. So I just keep seeing that number. I'm throwing my pearls of wisdom to some people. They say one thing and do nothing. If all they did invest in Jasmine and Swift, that would be good. I would also throw Stronghold on that list, but let me keep going. What's up, Prospector? Good morning. Good morning. On the replay, you always have amazing info. I appreciate it. Hamish, what's up? Courtney Johnson, what is up? I hope you hit on this ISO 20022. Oh, that's really kind, Courtney, because I know you don't like those. I know you don't like those. This is a solid project. Is it speculation or a working product? It's working. It's a working product. We can't use it in the US, but we've gone over that on some videos on why you can't use it in the US. You can use Metapath in the US, and Metapath does the exact same things that Swift does. So that's something. That's some game right there for you. But yes, this is a working product. People are using it right now. What's your price prediction, short term and long term for the bull market? I like to stay away from price predictions. Okay. But one of the things I can do for you, Hamish, is let's look at some charts, right? Let's look at some charts. Price predictions are always can be misleading. What I like to look at whenever I'm predictions on in my head to myself on price, because I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you financial advice. Okay, so let's throw that out there and make sure that that's said. But we can make comparisons all day long, right? That seems completely okay to do. So we were talking about Jasmine, right? Let's go to Jasmine right quick. So let's do this. So Jasmine, it's at 2 cents right now. Let's look at its total supply. Jasmine supply, 50 billion. Okay. Let's go look at Swift's supply. Swift supply, 10 billion. Okay. So Swift is at it's like 5x, it's 1/5 the supply of Jasmine, right? And shout out to those people who do Jasmine research. If you know what Jasmine is all about, you should be high on Jasmine. But all the stuff we've told you about Swift, if it could just do something price-wise similar to Jasmine, what would that be, right? That's a 3x, right? If it goes to 2 cents, that's a 3x right there, right? And if you want to hear some more stuff about price, definitely go check out that Underdog Crypto video at the spot that I was telling you. Hint, hint. Hint, hint. So definitely go look at that. Okay. And that should really key you into what billionaires, because that type of movement, right? That type of movement really that wasn't just retail. Okay. We'll put that out there. That wasn't just retail. So clearly there are big pockets involved in this. And remember, Underdog brought the billionaire blueprint to you. He mentioned so many billionaires connected to this project, and we just told you 2. He mentioned 7 more. So what do you think? What do you think was possible with that, right? But let's just hit up some more projects with a similar, because I think to be accurate with price, you need to take the supply into account. Okay. Like I would be silly to say, and this is not a price prediction, I'm just giving an example. Like Shiba Inu is going to $1 when it has that huge humongous supply, and compare it to Jasmine, right? You know what I mean? So I think you got to kind of look at different token supplies to accurately say anything about a comparison of where you think something is going. So look at Velo, right? It's at $0.01 right now, a cent and some change. It's about a 24 billion supply. Look at Velo and what it just did. And Swift is almost half or less than half of this supply, right? And if it just doubles, like if it hits Velo's price, that's a double, right? So that can give you some idea of where the price is headed or could head, right? Hold on one second, guys. Sorry. I was not this stuffy before I came on. Okay, was that the last comment? Okay. Definitely, Hamish. No problem. No problem. Okay, so I just gave you guys kind of a price comparison, not a prediction. But in that, we also mentioned some great coins, right? We mentioned Velo. We mentioned Jasmine. And we mentioned what else? I can't remember the other one we mentioned. But also, great projects to definitely look into. If you look at Velo, they're funded by DWF Labs. These DWF Labs is very much connected to Draper, not directly, but they are in a lot of projects that he does. And also, if we go over here to Draper University, I did want to mention this to you guys. Tim Draper, and Mark Andreessen are kind of boys. They're kind of boys. If we go over here, okay, is it going to show it? Okay, I need to go back here then and click on this link. So, remember when I showed you guys, check out my past videos on Draper if you haven't already, because it gets into a lot of this mind map that we went up. We've only gone over this part of it, but I've went over previous parts of the mind map in other videos, so you'll definitely want to check that out. But two of the biggest portfolios in cryptocurrency are Tim Draper and Mark Andreessen, okay? And if we go on this link, you'll see here, our alumni have been featured in Forbes 30 Under 30 and are currently funded by some of the most prestigious investors, including Mark Bendioff, I'm going to say, Mark Andreessen, and Tim Draper. So you can assume if they're investing in his alumni, they're probably boys, right? And I also found an interview with Tim Draper and Mark Andreessen being interviewed by Draper's son. That was a really good interview, really just like crazy good interview. Definitely check that out. It's under Boost VC. So you guys want to check that out. I might drop that in the Telegram for people's later if they want it. But yeah, two of the biggest. So all of these guys are rubbing shoulders. Mark Andreessen, DWF Labs. So you get a lot of kind of collaboration as far as funding really good projects. Okay. So if I see something funded by Mark Andreessen, if I see something funded by DWF Labs, that really makes me pay attention. Okay. It really makes me like, oh, okay. Like, okay, this is something I need to pay attention to. And definitely you can use cryptorank.com to kind of peruse, their projects. As you can see, DWF Labs, they funded Peak. They funded Flex Labs, GraphLink, others, you can just go here and check it yourselves. But keep in mind, this does not show all of their projects. Because remember, like I showed you guys before with Draper Dragons, it does not list Swift on here. Okay. So it seems like they're trying to keep Swift hush hush because it is not listed on this at all. Okay. So that's one of the projects they're trying to keep hush hush. Okay. Which is great for us, right? I mentioned another project on Swift that you can see on Swift that they also don't mention on there that you're trying to keep hush hush, which is Thundercore, which is another Asian-based project, right? And they say they support Thundercore's blockchain, so they have their own blockchain, okay? So if we to go look up Thundercore, and I think even on here it doesn't show that they're Draper Dragon. Well, you saw it show it in Draper Dragons, and they don't show it here either. They show Pantera Capital and Dragonfly Capital, which is funny because remember who and this just goes to my point that all of these billionaires are connected. Remember who Underdog Crypto hit you with in the Billionaire Blueprint? He hit you with Johannes Roetz, or yeah, I think that's how you would say his last name. It's Roets. Roetz, I would believe. He is the founder of Dragonfly Capital. So here he is invested in Thundercore as well. And Pantera Capital is Jed McCaleb. We've been over Jed McCaleb and his connections to Stellar, but it's interesting. Dragonfly Capital and all of these are listed on here, but not Draper Dragons. So here, let me go back. Because if we go to the website, they will show you that they're Draper Dragon funded, even though it does not say it on here at all. Let's go to their website real quick. And if you look up their CEO, he has a great history too. And he also is a darn near billionaire. Where is it here? I think you can go to a website on this thing. Huh. There it is. I'm like, I know they have a website link on this. So Thundercore mobile entertainment revolution begins on Thundercore. So it looks like they're probably trying to get into the NFT area. Powerful blockchain, thriving ecosystem. Ready, play, watch, earn, and create. Go down. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. You can see they have a Swift like interface themselves. You see their investors, Draper Dragon, right here. Oh yeah. And you can see Huobi, Pantera again. I don't know why Dragonfly Capital isn't here. I don't see it, but partners. And here's Swift. There we go. Yep. So really, really cool, guys. Really cool. Bullish Island Hopper, what's up? Low market cap and it's extremely early with only 10 billion total supply, 50 cents easy. So you heard it here. This is Bullish Island Hopper's prediction, 50 cents easy, bro. Easy, he says, bro. Oh wow. Harmony won with 37 cents with four 14 billion supply. So see what a bullish Island Hopper is doing? He's doing that same comparison that I was hitting you guys with, right? Harmony 1 went 37 cents with 14 billion supply in last bull cycle. Let's take a look at that. Let's bring them up. I thought they were higher than that actually. But let's see. Bring them up on the old trusty chart. Now, if they went to 42 cents, boy, I just quit, bro. if they went to 42 cents, I quit for tonight, bro. Like another 42, I'm just like, I don't know, bro. Game over for tonight, bro. Okay, they went to Yep, looks like 38 cents. Around 38 cents. That's the high. I don't know why I was thinking higher. I think I'm thinking of that DeFi coin that they had on their platform. Jewel. That's what I'm thinking of. Went higher. But you can see that right here. And Harmony 1, yeah, I remember Harmony 1. I remember recommending this on Benzinga back in the day, sub penny on Benzinga. Way back in that day, bro. Shout out to my Benzinga people. Anybody from Benzinga, if you're watching, shout out to my guy Luke, my guy Aaron. But yeah, same type of deal. You can see it right here. So Harmony 1 right before the bull run went up to like a cent. Let's see if we can mark that off. So it went up to like a cent, pulled back. Then real bull run went all the way up to 22 cents, pulled back. And here at the top was like 37 cents. Ooh-wee. So it's good to look at these things. This was like towards the halving, right? Where it went to 1 cent and like actual bull run, which might for us be like what, 2025, right? Or like late 2024. I'm not predicting that time. It could be sooner, right? But this is just a guesstimate from what happened with Harmony 1, right? So yeah, this was a good one to pull out. Bullish Island Hopper. This is a good one to pull out. So you can kind of see that price action right here with Harmony 1. Okay. So that's a great example. And it's around the same amount of tokens, like he said, 14 billion. So this is a good example. So just think about it, guys. How many coins, if it got to 37 cents, would it take for you to be a millionaire? Like 3 million coins, right? Basically, right? Pretty much 3 million coins would be like you get to like 33 cents million, right? Of course, you got to figure out what to do with if you have any capital gains tax or whatever, but whatever, it's $1 million. But so, and these are the games I play in my head. You know what I mean? Like, okay, at 50 cents, you need 2 million coins, right? At 3 million coins, you need 30, essentially 33 cents. What's up, Underdog Research Channel? Appreciate you coming through, brother. Appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, Bullish Island Hopper. Appreciate it. May only be 4 billion circulating supply that can be bought, which will be possible dollar plus. The right momentum and backers pushing it 100%. This bull cycle will be bigger. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, bro, I kind of think so too. I think it might be bigger and a tad bit longer. And let me tell you guys why I think that. You know, I like to hit you with, if I tell you something, I like to hit you with some type of fact, right? To back it up. Oh, come on, chart. So why I think it might be longer here. Because okay, there we go. Every bull cycle has actually kind of been longer, right? Every halving, the bull cycle just seems to go longer. Let's see. Okay. So this halving back here, right? The halvings are separated by the yellow lines, the yellow vertical lines, by the way. Okay. The cycle was just like kind of one big blow up, one big what do you call this? One big peak, and pretty much died down. Well, actually, Rona happened right here. So Rona probably might have prevented Bitcoin from going really, really, really crazy. But anyway, this bull run was one big peak. Probably could have been possibly another if Rona didn't happen, but whatever. One big peak here. Now, if you look at the last halving, that bull run was considerably longer. Sorry guys, it peaked here and went back and went even higher. So from here, it was just like, maybe a couple months. Here, it was actually a year and some change, right? So maybe over here, we get almost 2 years of a run. But then where do you say the bull run started? Would you say it starts after the halving? Because, one could almost say it started after freaking FTX did what it did. So ever since then, because you know how people were saying, well, BlackRock's going to send Bitcoin down, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, they kind of did. They sent down Bitcoin and they sent down Solana with FTX. And we could get into, who Sam Bankman-Fried was and all of his family and stuff like that. But, we don't need to necessarily touch that, right? But anyways, FTX happened, right? Solana and Bitcoin go down to their lowest points ever. And now look at where Solana is now and where Bitcoin is now, right? So maybe I already told you guys what's happening at the first of the year in 2025, where central banks are going to buy Bitcoin, or where central banks will have 2% of their reserves. And the law will start January 1st, 2025, where central banks now can use 2% of their reserves for crypto. So that's going to be 2025. And right now, we already have Chinese and Japanese Bitcoin spot ETFs that need to happen, that haven't happened yet, and a possible Ethereum ETF. And who knows, a possible XRP ETF, a possible Solana ETF. Who knows, possible Stellar ETF. And we also have Stellar getting smart contracts we have a lot of bullish stuff that's still to come this year. And then we have that coming in 2025. So yeah, I do think this bull run will be extended. Okay. But honestly, for me, this is what I'm doing personally. I'm looking at the end of 2025, kind of like the end to the middle of 2025 to see if I need to start getting out, right? And really kind of taking profits and conserving some of my gains, right? But that's just me personally. I'm not saying that this is what you have to do, but that's what I'm doing. Okay. See if we have any more questions here, y'all. Before I wrap it up, nice little hour and 20-minute show. I thought I was going to talk some LCX possibly, or talk some real world assets, but I think this was enough, right? We just went over and highlighted some of my brother Underdog Research channel. He was in the chat here, so definitely give him a shout out and a like and a subscribe. We went over how John Shen and the EB5 program, and EB is let's just go back there right quick. EB5 is to bring immigrants in and immigrant business to the U.S. and give them an easy path to a green card. Okay, so it's bringing immigrants to the U.S., but business immigrants to the U.S. and creating American jobs. So this is great immigration, right? Bringing that directly to the U.S. And I'm sure a lot of those people probably end up going to Draper University and making their good idea or possible $1 million idea into an actual $1 billion idea. And Draper tells you that itself. I'm not just making that up. Like, how do you know he's creating billionaires, Black Roo? Because he says himself, over the last 10 years, Draper University has invested in our alumni, and we currently have 8 unicorn companies. What is a unicorn company? A startup company valued at over 1 million US, or 1 billion, excuse me. 1 billion would it be US, which is actually 1,000 million. Okay. 1 billion. Okay. So he says here in Draper University that he had 8 unicorns. On the video that we watched with Draper himself speaking, he said 5. Okay. 5 unicorns. Okay. And not only that, he also told us that China was essential to his wealth creation. Okay. The guy from that channel, shout out to that channel. Definitely check them out. Check out the whole interview. Asked him what did he think was central to his wealth creation, and he said it out of his mouth. Okay. So again, not something that I'm creating, not something that I made up, something directly from the man's mouth, right? That China is essential to his wealth creation, right? And so there are actual written U.S. laws that are helping him make that possible, right? And can't say anything about it, right? Can't knock it because it's creating American jobs, right? And helping people from like random countries that probably wouldn't be helped anyway, right? A lot of diversity and a lot of diversity here with the Draper University system here. So, I mean, you could say a lot of things about them, but I mean, you could say a lot of things about billionaires, right? But at least you can see here on paper, it's a lot of different diverse group of people who are having these things created, right? See a ton of women there. I see melanated people there. So cool, man. And it just so happens at the same time he's doing this, he's making money multiple ways, and that these same people here could use Swift and companies like we just covered, Rise, right? To keep money kind of in multiple streams flowing through the Draper asset system, or the Draper brand of companies, right? Again, because remember, we showed you Rise and that they're taking crypto payment in Ethereum, in Polygon, which are also companies that Draper owns. Like you can't make this stuff up, bro. You can't make it up. I listen to myself saying this, and it sounds just mad, but this is the truth. We're looking at the truth, bro. Like, I don't know if you guys see how like bewildered, confuddled, or I don't know if that's a word, or confounded, like I am by this, but this is the information, right? This is it. Like, it's right in front of us, right? But it's amazing to think that the man has this many connections, but yeah, he does. This is like, we're talking about a billionaire, but it's almost like we're talking about a trillionaire, to be honest with you. When you look at all the different companies, it's almost seems to me like we're talking like about a trillionaire. And I'm sure there are special things that he can do where, but anyways, we're not going to get into that. It almost seems to me like we're talking about a trillionaire here when you keep in mind, okay, well, Ethereum's his. I keep saying that I'm leaving, but I keep getting like excited about all these different things. Okay, Ethereum's his. He's invested in that. He's invested in Polygon, Coinbase, Gemini. Like, is there something he's not invested in at this point? Really, right? Ledger, CoinDX, like massive. You had to go look at my video where I went over the exchanges. Look at Draper, the silent king of crypto. We went over a lot of exchanges, but maybe I think I need to make a video just focusing on the exchanges. I'm not sure if I did or not. But yes, Coinbase, Gemini, Robinhood, right? Geez, bro, it blows the mind. And then again, we just showed you Dragonfly Capital, and I just closed that mistakenly, and how Johannes Roetz, that another billionaire, is connected to him, right? It's just like, so when Bullish Island Hopper says 50 cents easy, I'm not making that prediction, but it's not pie in the sky. It just literally isn't, especially when you compare it to Harmony One, right? It really isn't pie in the sky to believe that. It just isn't. So, hey, Ruel, what about Metapath? Maybe I may be wrong about the name. I think you're talking about the NFT company, which Metapath. Yeah, Metapath is huge, bro. Huge. And I would suggest Trust Truth, like, listen to, and maybe we might do another video kind of like this where we distill some of the information from my bro's video here. Maybe we do another video where we distill Metapath a little bit, because if you distill it, Metapath opens a whole complete other door, a whole like. And honestly, I'm not even finished with what we talked about today. If we get into California, oh, bro. But maybe we do a video where we distill Metapath, because that literally opens the door to like the world, like literally like a world of assets, if you will. Metapath opens the door to a world of assets, and that'll probably be the title of one of my videos on that, right? It really does opens the door to a world of assets, and we'll that'll probably be the next video, right? So we already showed you how these exchanges and Draper University opens the payment door to a whole bunch of payroll, right? Okay. So next we'll show you how Metapath opens the door to a world of assets. Okay. And that'll be our next video here. So yeah, definitely catch you guys on Saturday around like 10ish or 11ish, depending on when I can get up out of the bed, right? Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming through. Love the numbers, and I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely leave a like and subscribe. Definitely go over to the guys I was telling you about, Underdog Crypto, our Underdog Research channel, Shook Focus Digital, or just Shook Focus, Third Eye, Maximus Crypto. Definitely go over to those guys, like and subscribe. And yeah, guys, we'll catch you again on Saturday, and we'll possibly enunciate. We'll possibly be talking Metapath, okay, and how that connects. Thanks so much, guys. Have a really good day. I'm out.